The syllabus for data science and machine learning using Python. Let us directly jump into the syllabus and let's see what kind of things, what kind of topics we need to understand in order to be efficient to use data science concepts and machine learning part, or to be able to apply for junior level and intermediate level jobs directly after covering this syllabus. The first thing that we need to understand is we need to have a basic understanding of Python. We don't need to be an expert in Python in order to start the data science or machine learning course. All we need is just the functional programming. We don't need to be an expert in the object oriented part for the beginning. Of course, for the for later you can get more programming skills and you can learn different parts. But to start the data science and machine learning course, all you need is the basic concepts in Python, the basic syntax, and how the Python works, how the programming languages works. So in this course what we provide is we will learn how to set up the environment for the Python. Most probably we will be using the Jupyter Notebook and Python. We will set up the environment on different systems. We need to understand the data types in Python. Now this is very important and crucial because as a data scientist and as a machine learning engineer, your task is going to be all the time dealing with different data sets, either in Excel files, CSV files, images or videos. So we should know how to deal with different kind of data types, what are the operations that we can perform on these data types using Python. After this, the conditional statements and loops, they are also important in Python, which will help us to put the logic to our program. The loops will help us to go through our data or whatever stuff we are doing later. It will help us to iterate through these data types, and of course the handling errors and functions are also important in Python. In order to start the course, in order to learn the basic syntax of Python, we need to understand how to fix the errors. By the end of this course, or by the end of this syllabus, what we believe is you should be able to know the pandas, the matplotlib, the sklearn module, the tensorflow, the streamlit, the pyplot, and pycare. So these would be some of the modules that every data scientist or every machine learning developer should know. At least these are some of the most basic ones which everyone should know. Of course there are some other advanced level like OpenCV if you are interested in image processing, or some other modules which we will be covering at some point in this syllabus as well, but these are the 5 or 6 some basic modules or tools that everyone should know. So by the end of this course you would be able to use these different tools comfortably for your projects, for your data analysis. Once you are done with the basics of Python, then the data reading. You will learn how to read the data, different kind of data using pandas. Most of the time we will be using pandas to read images, to read Excel files, CSV files, images, JSON files, so different kind of this data set. And then the important part comes where the data pre-processing. I had listed some of the most important concepts or most important methods in the data pre-processing that every data scientist should know. For example, the encoding method, how to convert a non-numeric values to numeric one, how to handle missing values, how to detect and handle the outliers in our data set if there are any. So we will learn these different concepts or different methods that are required to clean the data set in order to make it suitable for the machine learning models. After it, yes, this is very important, the visualization part. I had listed a few charts that we will be discussing and we will be learning in this course how to plot them on different kind of data set, but we can do much more than this, not only these few charts but many other charts in this course as we go. So once we are here, once you are here, you completed the Python part, you understood the basic syntax of Python, you know how to read different kind of data set, you know how to process the data set and clean the data set, and you know how to visualize the data set. After that we will be doing one project that will cover all these concepts that we had learned in depth. So this project 1 is going to be all about the data analysis project, where we will take a raw data set and try to understand the data set in depth. Once this part is complete, then the machine learning part starts, where we will learn the supervised machine learning algorithms, like classification algorithms, regression algorithms, their theoretical background, how to implement them in Python, on what kind of data set we can implement them. At the same time, we will also learn the boosting algorithms one by one. We will after covering the supervised, we will move towards the unsupervised machine learning, which will help us to do the clustering, the dimensionality reduction, on the outliers detection on our data set. We will also cover the theoretical part and the practical part of these algorithms. Before moving to project 2, we need to understand how to validate or evaluate the model. So if we are making a model in Python, if we have a model that is predicting for future, we should know how much accurate this prediction is. So we will learn how we can validate different kind of models that we had implemented here in the class, in the supervised part. So we will learn various techniques as well. Again, the theoretical and practical aspects both we will be looking. After completing this part, it means that we are done with the machine learning part. So we will be doing the project 2, which will cover the concepts in machine learning, where we will try to take data set and apply different machine learning models and to learn the technique how to find out which model is better model, how to increase the accuracy of the model by doing different hyperparameter tuning techniques. Then the neural network part, this is also essential if your task or if your job is to deal with large set of data set or images and videos, then I would definitely recommend to go through neural networks as well. We will learn the basics of neural networks, the regression part, the classification part, and most importantly the convolutional neural networks. We will discuss this in depth and we will apply it on various images and videos as well. Then it comes towards the project 3, which will help us to understand how we can apply neural networks on large set of data set, and maybe we will take some images and try to classify it using neural network or the convolutional neural network in specific. After this, the last section in this syllabus is to be able to create different interactive dashboards, which will help us to show our findings, our machine learning models or visualization to the audience, so that the audience can come and use our models using these dashboards. Most probably we will be using either Streamlit or Plotly to create these dashboards. We will also learn how to deploy these dashboards in some web sites, which provide some free source to deploy them. Then as a last project for this section, we will be doing the project 4, which will help us to create interactive dashboards using some raw data set to show the dashboard, etc. Now as a last grant project, which will cover everything that we had learned from data pre-processing till data machine learning to neural network part, we will learn how we can create a real-time face detection project. So this is a whole syllabus, what I believe is a whole syllabus for a person who wants to master in data science from the beginning till end.